So where are we at? We are almost done with the this long siege section. We're actually done. We just had the last Greek part, and last time we saw this this little that he sort of compared, or the stone compares the deed of Ptolemy with some event that the gods did back in the day, back in the mythical past. Yeah. So
which, by the way, if I may chime in, I find super
yes.
interesting because I think the text says in these places, right? It says Embu Pen in the hieroglyphic version and the Neo-Middle Egyptian. And it also said something like it in the Demotic, although I don't remember now how it was put. There you go.
Enamau.
In Renu. So in the aforementioned places. So there must be some kind of mythological event that you would think happened in the same region, with like the followers of Seth being defeated by the followers of Horus and Re. I'm not exactly sure what he's alluding to here, but I found it peculiar that both texts, and presumably also the Greek, we'll find out in a moment, say in these places, and not anywhere, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I haven't read up on it if that's a known myth in a way, so that took place in the it's Lycopolis, in the Busherite Nome, but I don't know. So let's just wrap it up, and then we can maybe discuss it with the Greek. Either I do it or Aurelio, if you have time and want to, you can have a go. Or Erin, of course, but I don't want to.
That would be tedious.
Since I'm trying to have lunch and I'm not going to be good at it, why don't I just hand it over to you, David?
All right. Let me zoom in a bit. So we had these erchet n for the demotic, and we had mitet, two ways of seeing in the manner of or like. And for the Greek, we have, I was about to write with my actual pen on the board. That was not good. Okay. So now we're going. And we have ka, ta, per. And that's the same. You can have kata or you can have kataper, and I suspect that it's a way to avoid hiatus with Hermes that starts with a vowel now, so you add the per to not end in an alpha, but that's a typical thing. Kataper, Hermes. So like Hermes, and Hermes is then the equivalent in this case of, well, I assume it's Raiden.
Would have to be Re. Hermes. Does that make sense then?
Yeah, because usually Hermes I thought was sort of the equivalent of Thoth, but yeah, it has to be that. Let's see how it continues. Kai and what do we have then? Horos. I think it's like this. Horos. Yeah, and Horus is just the same. So there's no Greek god that is put in there. So like Hermes and Horus is said to be Ho des Isios kai Osirios Hyos. So Ho Hyos means the sun. And then we have two genitives. The one is of des Isios, of Isis. Isios kai Osirios. Guess I'm a bit. Let's try to do some word divisions here, but Hermes kai Horos ho des Isios kai Osirios, Hyos. And then, so it said, like Hermes and Horus being the son of Isis and Osiris, Ekeiro-san, that's the main verb. Ekeiro. They, I guess it means something like subdue or master, tame. I think that there's the word of hand, which is keir in Greek in this verb. Ekeiro-san tous, that's the accusative, so it's the object of whom he is subduing. Ekeiro-san tous, he subdued them. And then we have a prepositional phrase, en tois, autois, topois. And then we actually have, it's not just them, it's Ekeiro-san tous. I think I misread this. Ekeiro santo. Yeah, that's wrong actually. That's the problem when we don't have the word division here. I think it should be Ekeiro. I'm sorry about this. Ekeiro santo. Ekeiro santo, sorry. Tous, the ones. And then we have which ones? Tous a o stantas, which means the rebels, the ones that stood up or stood away, but it means rebels.
The apostates.
Then it gives us yeah, right, the apostates. I never thought of that. Apostates. That's what it has to be. Yeah. So the ones that rebelled, and then we have the prepositional phrase en tois au tois topois, and that's the thing. Already we have this autois, which is what Aurelio you commented, that we had this pen and we have this enrenu, so we have this said, the same places in a way, apostantas, and then we have, I guess, an adverbial proteron, before, in the past. So, like Hermes and Horus, the son of Isis and Osiris, subdued the rebels in the same place or in the same region in the past. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else to say. Yeah, it was interesting that so Isis and Horus and Osiris, they get the same sort of, the Greek doesn't do anything about it, but Re in particular has a sort of Greek equivalent. That was a bit strange.
Can we look at the Interpretatio Graeca? I did take a look at the Wikipedia page, and indeed, Hermes should normally be either Jehuti or Anubis, apparently.
Ah, okay. So what do you mean by Interpretatio Graeca?
Hang on, coffee machine got in the way. Sorry. I mean, basically that correspondence or lookup table that you have for how do the Greeks and the Romans interpret other gods, like who would Shamash be, who would Astarte be? There are tables for that.
Okay, I didn't know that. Exactly. Interpretatio Graeca. Here we go. So we have Hermes. Yeah, as you say, then equivalent is Anubis and Thoth. Yeah, Re would logically be Helios, of course.
I did notice there was Shamash just now in the Hermes column. If you go back again, Shamash
Shamash.
isn't here?
Yeah.
Is here Sun God?
This seems, yeah, Sun God.
So maybe from there. So at least there's like one Sun God.
Yeah.
Maybe you get from one Sun God to another. I have no idea, but it's interesting. Like,
It is.
the others. I mean, apart from Mercury, don't tell me anything. I have no idea who all these are.
Etruscan.
Oh,
These are Etruscan
fantastic.
gods.
Wow. All
Yeah.
right. Well, sorry, I provided another option for Bunny Red here.
Okay. Yeah. So the next, now we move on. We're sort of done with the, I'm having trouble readjusting to the post-vacation. Okay. There we go. So this is the next part, and now we're getting to the Rosetta Stone itself, actually. This is the first line that will include parts of the stone, which is pretty cool, I think.
It's exciting, yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to show the actual stone briefly, just so that we see. I'm annoyed by this banner that I usually can remove, and I can't remove it this time. You guys can see it, but yeah. So this is just, we have this very brief portion that is missing at the beginning, and then we are going to read this line now, and then we'll have to, every line will get sort of better and better. We will have more and more to read from the stone itself. But first, some demotic.
All right. Oh, wait, you actually copied the line in there. Cool.
Yeah,
like
I'm taking from the, yeah, I'll try to always sort of include the stone when I can. Yeah.
Very cool. Like it.
Do you want to, Aurelio, try to do the demotic?
Let's do it. So that's our enemies again. Sebeo, Sebiu, something like that. I only know it's a na because the next word is a plural word, and that's our enemies again. Seb in some Coptic dialect, so maybe Sebu. Then comes an iu, I think. Iu ir. Then this one I remember is tutu, which was together. Together, Misha, the army. Together, the army. EU, I think. EU, I think that has a W at the end. So the enemies which gathered the army, they did something. What did they do? They shope. This is a somewhat shorter than usual rapper. The next one, I don't know. There comes a verb that's tech, I think. Something like that. Tech, not tech. Oh, tech. Yes, tech. I thought these were G's, but these are, of course, that's the animal belly, basically, for sure. Okay, tech. Shepherd. What could this be? This could be hut, I think. But then the little thing underneath doesn't fit. Erdtechtig, though. So there's an L before the Techtech. Erdtechtig. Can you help me with the word in the middle? I don't know what it is.
I think you're right with the hut.
Oh, it is hut.
And then, yeah, and it's just this, and then this is interpreted as a third person plural suffix pronoun.
Before them, which had gathered the army before them? Okay.
So,
Hatu then, I guess. Yeah, okay. Okay. Now the next one. So this could be an A, could be a Ta. Don't know yet. The next thing is a combo with a sh at the bottom, but I don't know what sits on top. Could be an iron. Could be. What else could be on top? It has. This is tricky. Let me skip it for a moment. Maybe it will come to me. So the end of the line is Erna Erpeu, to the temples. So they did something to the temples, I guess. The part in between is tricky. So that there's an EU in between. EU. This one, yeah, exactly. And the next thing looks like a G to me. GMR. Oh, I know. Damage.
yeah, nice.
Okay. Gemar. So they. I would sort of expect an ear. I guess not. Maybe you can just damage directly. Jorme. Yes, that's right. Jorme. So they had damaged the temples, or to while they damaged the temples, and they tech something. I don't know what that is.
The equivalent is down here, actually. It's the same word, but it's missing something on top, actually, in the hieroglyphs. But maybe it helps with all the determinatives.
No, I don't know. I mean, I see something that could be a sandisk and plural strokes, but what?
Yeah, it's a geographical. This is a neut, town determinative.
Oh.
So it's something that means a region or a district.
Oh, Tosh. This is a T on top. The thing on top of the sh is a T. And then what's the next thing that looks like a striking hand?
I think that's what it is. This is a striking hand determinative. We can check it because it's a bit strange, maybe. Or why would you have a striking hand
in region, right?
But yeah, it's quite common, actually.
Oh, look at that. Okay. And so that's a word that means tosh. That's tosh, I think, in Coptic, meaning region or maybe border, at least in the earlier language. Okay, so basically then, was that the whole sentence? That was the whole sentence.
Yeah, and you have then the article would be, if you look at the end of tesh.
Should be natashu. So so basically the rebels, I'm guessing it's some kind of participle who had gathered the army. Them being before them is a bit weird. To confound the land, I guess. I don't know how else to translate teshu here. Technically, it's a plural. And doing damage to the temples. And then the sentence has to go on somewhere. So right now we're just establishing the topic. This is like presumably what happens to these rebels has to follow afterwards.
Yeah, we can come back to it. We can read on, and then we can see if there's something that I think I will just rewrite.
This is
at least as
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's eir.
As Johnson would say, something like yeah.
Makes sense.
Past participle. Okay. Erin, you want to have a go?
I can tell you already this is going to be carnage.
This is not an enviable one.
I mean, I can't. I know the first word is Cebu, and that's just about where my limit is. I think Isek
Yeah,
is the first word on the stone.
Isek, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Isaac. Yes, of course.
And then Jed. I can't tell what's under it though. It's a little upside down bowler hat.
I think that's. I wonder, is there a sign like that has like three stuff like this, and then it's just on top of a jar or something? Like in Jer maybe. I can't remember. I will look it up in the TLA. I can just do it now. It's Jedeb.
Oh.
I think.
By the way,
it has this one.
oh, Jedeb. Huh.
Which means to collect. And the great advantage now, because we are come to the Rosetta Stone, is that the TLA has the text for these lines.
Oh.
So if we look in occurrences in two sentences, we will find the second one here is the actual Rosetta Stone.
No kidding.
So,
Awesome.
Yeah, so we get the answers for these portions at least. But yeah, this is how they read the word itself, Jed, and then this little basket. Yeah, and then they say that it's a verb jedeb, which is the equivalent of the demotic tutu, which means to collect or assemble, gather.
Okay. Masha. Wenes. I'm not sure. Are the plural strokes something?
I think it's like when sen basically.
I see. Okay.
It's just missing.
Can I call a friend?
What? Yeah, really.
I mean, it must be in front, I'm guessing, but which word is it? Can we check it out in the TLA, or do you know? I mean,
I can't tell what the little sign under it is.
Yeah, that birdie bird.
Oh, it's a bird head?
I think it's a bird, isn't it?
They've interpreted it as tap.
Oh, it's a tap.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to.
Okay. All right.
I don't think we get anything more from this image I have. Yeah, it would be it would be here.
Yeah, it could be a tap, I guess.
Okay.
That's right.
Mtepsen.
Mtepsen.
Seddem.
Yeah, exactly. So se. And then this is actually two owls stacked one on top of the other. It's wider than a regular owl.
Oh, okay.
And it can be. I checked the Kurt's sign list, and it can be used for NM as a Ptolemaic writing.
Oh. Okay. I don't know what that means either.
Let's just finish the line first.
Is that a little new pot tucked in next to it? Or
yeah, I think it's part of the nem
part of the word. Writing. Okay. Usen, maybe? Unless it's part of the word.
All of this is the same word, yeah.
It's all the same word. Okay. With a sen.
Yeah.
So sednem sen. Good God, this is absolutely disastrous. This has got to be Tesh again.
So we're missing, I don't know how to write that, but I don't know, some kind of sign missing. Tesh. Actually, in Middle Egyptian, it should be tash. Yeah.
I don't know what this is. It almost looks like a weird wob, but I don't know.
Yeah. I've seen three different interpretations. And so the TLA we had then set, nem, sen, tash, maybe some R2, shabet is what they take it as, which is a verb it just means injustice. So I don't know. All that I can see is the foot, basically.
Oh, is it supposed to be a fish on top of the foot? Is that what that is? On the stone?
Yeah,
There's something
maybe
on top of it.
Yeah, I really don't know.
With a lot of goodwill, it could be read as a fish.
Yeah. I still feel like we're missing just space in order to have that word, but like there's a lot of other signs we need to supply. But yeah, what about the last portion here?
I'm wondering if maybe this is sen and we're just getting a little bit of the N and the plural strokes.
I think so. I think you're right. I think we have a sen at the end there.
And then an M, presumably.
It's probably another bird. So these things, I think, are something like these, like pieces of land or something. I don't know if they're like this. And then they have this sort of those canal signs underneath them.
Yeah.
And that can mean banks. So ideb.
Okay.
And that's another word for Egypt, the banks of Horus. So the idea is that this is the Horus bird, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, with honorific transposition, you get Idebu head. So the banks of Horus, meaning Egypt. That's if we check, that's what they have for. That's what they think it is.
Wow.
With a lot of goodwill.
Yeah, that's a very tricky one.
Yeah.
So, and this verb, setnem, that was the one thing we're missing here. That means to lead astray, to confuse. So yeah, so maybe if you want to try and translate, this was to collect or gather.
Okay, so enemies. And isek is a particle. I don't know how I want to translate it. I'm just going to leave it. Gathered the army who was in front of, maybe.
Yeah, maybe in front of. Like it's the equivalent of what we had up here.
Yeah. Oh my God, we just looked at it. What is setnem again?
Lead astray.
Oh, lead astray.
Confuse.
Led them astray. Or no, they led astray. Wait, what? The district. They what, destroyed?
Yeah, something like that, right? Lead astray, but we had to imagine something like tesh that you sort of upend, or you just damage something, I think.
Okay. Damaged in Egypt.
Right. So they damaged, I'm thinking the Teshu, and then I'm not sure their districts of Egypt. Can that work? Oh no, there was something missing here. They damaged or upended their district. Oh, sorry, that's what you were saying. So they did something to the districts, and then they possibly the verb here is damaged. What the TLA takes it as was injustice as a noun. So there being injustice or something like that in Egypt, or I'm not able to make it work
Or
really.
if the interpretation that the next word is Horde is correct, it could also be the verb that goes with Horus, right? I mean, depends on how the next line goes on, of course.
Yeah.
But the Neo-Egyptian tends to be a bit more concise. So I'm wondering if they're moving on to the next point of. We'll see. Next line will tell us.
Yeah, I'm really confused by this line altogether. Let's. Sorry.
No, does it not? But it parallels the demonic quite well, right? The enemies, then.
Yeah.
What was the Sajet thing again? I'm sorry. Not Sajet. The Jedep again. Gather?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gather.
The enemies having gathered, the army being at their front to confound the territories. Yeah, there's something missing, right? We're missing the temples. It would have to say something about and damaging the temples.
So I'm thinking that the banks of Horus is the equivalent of temples in this case. That and I think we had that at some point earlier
We
as
had
well.
it. We had something with Horus. You're right.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. You're right.
So we're missing basically something equivalent of Gemma in this portion here.
Right.
So maybe, and the sen, what would that be? Like another, just a sedgemef, that the verb is something in the past? I don't know.
Could be.
Just as we had in setnem sen, yeah, we have two sedgemefs, I think.
And Kurt said somewhere
they're not sedgemen.
Could be. Kurt said somewhere in his grammar that at this point in time, Sedgem NF and Sedgem F are interchangeable. It could be. I'm not sure how they behave in strings like this, like long strings of, and they did, and
Me
they
neither.
did.
And so far, but this is the Rosetta Stone. But at least in the sort of composite, what we've had before, it's usually been Sedgem NFs for past tense main verbs. Yeah. So, but let's do the last the Greek, and then we can sort of try and make sense of it all.
Can take a stab at it if you want to.
Yeah, sure.
Of course. So tous aphegesaminus ton apostanton epitu, I guess that is heautu patros. Epitu heautu patros. Okay. Or patros.
Patros.
Does it go on? Or
Sorry.
Is
let's so let's
kai,
do the rest.
Okay, got it. Kaiten koran en broken santas kai tai ta hiera adike santas. That's not a complete sentence.
No, we're still not at the.
Right.
We don't have the main verb, basically.
Right. So those leading or those having led, basically the leaders, it's a accusative plural followed by a genitive plural of the apostates, of the rebels. Epitu heauton patros, around of his father, I guess, kaitin koran, and The land, something, they do something, presumably destroy, devastate. It's another participle in the accusative plural. So basically, the leaders of the rebels, I guess, from the time of his own father or something like that. I'm reaching
Yes.
here a little bit. Who had been devastating the land, Kaitakiera Adikesantas, and who did injustice. This comes from dikaios, from just, like in Coptic, but then you put an I in front of it. So adikaios, unjust or unjust, and then they're like injusticing the temples. So doing them wrong. So those people, and then something happens to those people. But what happens to them, we'll only find out in the next section.
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome. What from Seta, but probably some guy, some French dude in the 19th century thought about this is Enocle Santas, and we might have traces of the Omicron here. Maybe even the parts of the Chi. That means to Enocleo actually means to annoy, to disturb. So yeah, that's but it means to the damage or ravage the land, something like this.
Can you comment on the epi plus genitive? I just translated as in his father's times, but it doesn't say times anywhere. I made that up. Is that a common way how to say like?
Yeah, it's a very common way of doing at the time of someone is epi plus genitive.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And we might have had it earlier, epi tu basileos or epi tu hiereos or something like this in the early, but yeah, it's common. And then there are one thing is also the tense wise. These are aorists, aphegesam menus, and same with anoklesantas and adikesantas. So they're pretty sort of solidly putting us in the past, as I said, in the time of his father. Yeah, in the past, basically I don't know how to explain that, but they're past tenses in a way.
This is something that is so cool about Greek. All the different infinitives and participles that you have, they can basically do in almost any tense. I don't know anything about Sanskrit, so I don't know if they have that rich a verbal system. I don't know any other Indo-European language that can do what Greek can do with participle and infinitives. Like if you have two, that's okay. That's plenty. Latin has three. Greek has I don't know how many. Participle
No, it's a lot.
aorist. It's quite impressive.
Yeah.
Okay, demotic.
Yes, but just so one thing, just that I wanted to say is that basically we're talking about the leaders of the apostates, and that's what I think Hatu and Mtepsen is saying. So it's the enemies that assemble the army, and which enemies? The ones that were at their head. So they're specifically not targeting the entire army, or Ptolemy is not, or the father of Ptolemy. No, Ptolemy himself. He's not targeting the entire army. He's targeting the leaders of the army, the ones that were at the head, either Hatu at the front of the army or at the head of the army, Mtepsen. That's
cool.
what.
Yeah, I completely missed that. That's a really good point. So whatever's going to happen to them, you're saying is maybe not everybody, but the ringleaders. Okay.
Yes, and so let's see what I hope. Maybe now we will see what they do.
Okay.
Maybe.
Let's try to get through this one quickly. So I see EU. The next one is super annoying, but luckily I remember it. That is ha, ko in Coptic to put away or to abandon, basically, to leave. And what do they leave? They leave epmoit, the way. So pamiyit, miyit. That's right. So there's a little T there, walking legs. Which way? This could be an R, could be an N. From context, an N would make more sense. So that's the Moid and Pero, the way of Pharaoh. Irem.
Per.
Sorry, yeah, I'm doing too much Coptic. Irem or Mun or Nim, depending which dialect you want. Irem. Ish. I mean, it should be the gods, I guess, but I don't. Oh. Mm, that's a knife, I guess. Maybe. I mean, it looks like the pipe type knife, dot with a stroke on top thingy.
Mm.
I really wanted to say Entiere. Gods. No, wait. Oh, I got it. No. Is that a weird way how to write yacht? Father?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense then. I must admit I did cheat because it's in the hieroglyphic version. So then it's Pife. Pife yacht. Pife yacht, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's that weird though. What you mean by weird? Is it this sign that's weird?
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. I was expecting something a little bit more curved. This looks almost
Yeah,
like a
that I
Greek
agree with.
sigma. Mm,
Mm.
this looks so sigma-like.
Mm.
It threw me off. But okay. Is it his father's or his father? Can
His
we tell?
father.
His
This is the T ending.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Got it.
this one.
Makes sense. It's also father apparently in the hieroglyphic version, so let's go with it. Okay. Um, Diu nentere, the gods gave.
Yeah, sorry. D na ne.
Cheru, yeah. What do you think is that thing at the end of entere? The thing that looks like a na. Is that part of the gods? Or is
Something like
this?
this.
Hmm?
Plural. I don't think it's a
Oh,
plural.
that's a
Maybe
plural
this.
strokes. It could be. Yeah, you're right. It could be the horizontal plural stroke. Should have one more stroke, but it's on stone. What you're going to say. So in any case,
Mm.
the gods caused, or they caused, or gave. What did they cause? They caused that Iref he make. They caused him to make Sechi.
Mm-hmm.
Sechi. This is spelled alphabetically. So that's like a ch plus a y and then another y underneath. Um, and it is sechi, and it's something that has to do with a striking arm. Um, there could be an N afterwards, after the line you just drew.
Maybe.
Hmm, but now I'm not so sure anymore what happens here. Oh. This is a Mennefer. Um, this is Memphis at the end, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so something Memphis. Um, I don't know what that word before Memphis is, though.
If you think oblique objects.
Oh, Nemo.
Yeah, exactly. So
Oh, so he did it. So he did Sechi, whatever Sechi is, to them in Memphis.
mm, yeah. So then we probably maybe
It's
have an
N
N.
and Mennefer and Mennefer.
Exactly. Men.
Okay. So those still talking about the rebels or the ringleaders who had
Mm.
left the way of Pharaoh and the go and his father, the gods. As for those, the gods gave or cause that he irsechi with them in Memphis. So I don't know. What is irsechi?
It means to take control over, I think. Ir, iri, why am I not? Why is this not working? Ir, no, ir, like this. Irisech. You have to be so precise when you transcribe.
Yeah.
Irisechi, to have control over.
Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. Cool. So the gods made him have control over them in Memphis.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's basically and that's sort of the main, that's actually what happens then to this entire description of these people, these enemies, da 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 da. And then what does he do? He takes control, or he subdues, or he does something to them, animu.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Should we move on? Erin, is this a better line? Some things here, maybe? Or maybe something happened with the connection.
Hey, Erin. Yeah, looks like that picture looks
I think we
fuzzy.
lost her.
Should we give a second? Let's see, anything weird in there. The beginning looks reasonable. And then comes one of those things with that omega with the little flag in there. I never know what that is. That's such a Ptolemaic sign.
Here?
Yep, that one. Oh,
I don't know.
Erin's coming back on. Hey, Erin.
Hi. My battery died on my computer, so I'm on my phone.
Gotcha.
Yeah, okay.
For a brief moment, you were there twice, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
If you then talk to each other, that would have been even more.
I try to avoid that.
All right, we got to your section.
Oh, okay. This should be pretty quick. So Texan.
Oh, is that an H dot?
I think it's just H.
Sorry.
I think there was a dot in the way I said it, but that's not how it's written. Mott.
Right.
I guess.
Mott.
And the Hemeth. Chana Itef. Sheps. Erdit and Neteru. Heb. I confess I don't know this word. I'm guessing that's just a determinative at the end, and then F.
Yeah, I think you're right. So I'll just write it as Hebef. F.
In?
Yeah.
That's weird.
I'm wondering if the boat is a I don't quite get what's going on with that. Sen.
What do sen? Yeah. Let's just so probably, sorry. So some kind of verb.
Could it be im? The
Im.
boat?
What is im?
Like oh no, never mind. We have in Memphis. I forgot. Never mind. I just know that sometimes it can be a phonetic, but we can check the TLA later.
Hmm.
Skipping it for now. I'm guessing Ineb Hedjet.
Right.
Oh,
Neb. That was
cool.
head. Et like this.
I think it's Hedjet.
Yes. Right.
That's like so.
Head.
So like the shining wall. Is that a word for Memphis or something?
Yes.
That's,
Hmm.
I like.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna infer that Teh is leave. They left the path of His Majesty and his father, his royal father. So those who left the path of His Majesty and his royal father, the gods gave Hebeth. I'm guessing it's this control, some kind of word for control or dominion, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But only based on what we had above. I don't know that word. And then I don't know this. Insen.
Okay. And then.
Right? They came to Memphis, but that doesn't make any sense to me.
In Memphis. Somehow.
Yeah.
So he did whatever he did. The subduing of them being the leaders of the army, he did that in Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
Is how I get this. So what verbs we had? Cheb. We can just because we don't have the Rosetta Stone. Well, the TLA doesn't have the text for this anymore because it's not the actual Rosetta Stone anymore. But we have Cheb.
Oh,
Yeah.
but
So
this is
we're
reconstructed
still.
again.
We're still in the dark now. Right. So it's probably something like this. Hinrichten, to annihilate.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's see. Because we had this weird Ptolemaic sign, right? Oh, no, that's yeah, this one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it doesn't tell us. I don't know what that is. I never know what that is.
yeah, I have the same problem. We've seen it before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had it before. And then this I don't get either. If this is the equivalent of the object, of the oblique object or something.
Which it really shouldn't be.
With a boat
No.
is so weird.
Look for words for boat again in the TLA if you don't mind.
How do I do that? Translation?
Yeah, that's right.
Boat.
And there it is. Yeah, but I see it already. Emu. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, so the that thing by itself can stand for im, which made me initially think that, oh, are they trying to write the preposition that way or something? But then the in doesn't make a lot of sense. So yeah, I have no clue either. And also have to hop. Next meeting is starting.
Yeah.
Okay. See you,
Right.
Aurelio. Yeah, so we're done basically, except for this part then. Otherwise, I think it was a pretty okay line. Did you say what teh meant?
I said leave, but I'm
Yeah.
based entirely off of the line above. I don't actually know that word either.
No, it can't. Is it this one? Transgression. There has to be a verb then that belongs to that.
Transgress.
Teh, transgress, right? Tehi. This is the verb. So that's what we have. To transgress, which makes a lot of sense.
Go astray was next to that too. That makes sense. To go astray from the path.
Exactly.
Astray from the path. Yeah.
From the
Makes
past of His Majesty and his father didn't. Yeah. Okay. Great. So then we did a lot of progress. Thank you.
All right.
I will stop sharing and then I didn't say get time, but maybe Aurelio is listening, but I can't do it next week.
Okay.
So we have to skip another week. Sorry about that.
Oh,
I
no
will
problem.
write it and then we meet back in a couple of weeks.
Okay,
So,
sounds.
yeah.
See you
Thank
then.
you and bye. Yes, see
Bye.
you. Ciao.